What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. And it is another Tower of Magic today, but this is not the featured hero. So it looks like somebody's been slacking for once on a Sunday. I'm certainly not slacking because I'm here and we are going to have a look at our new heroes. But it's not this dude. We've seen Lando before. So I'm just saying, this does seem like a bit of an error. It seems a bit slack and a bit lazy. So I'm just going to have a go at them for a bit because, come on, devs, what the heck are you guys doing? These are the featured heroes. It's Ulus or ULIUS with a costume, interestingly enough. And he's featured as like the main face of the portal. And then we have a brand spanking new hero from the Magic Carpet family called Amelia, who is the hero that we are going to be having a closer look at today. We will take a gander at ULIUS, but I want to start with her since nobody knows anything about her at the moment. At least I don't. So she is a dark hero. She is of the fighter class, and she is of the Magic Carpet family. So, of course, the Magic Carpet family, they get the flight momentum. They start with full flight momentum. They lose a little bit each turn. When they cast their special, they gain flight momentum, and slower Magic family heroes or Carpet family heroes get the flight momentum back quicker. In terms of the passives, if they have any amount of flight momentum, they receive up to 35% mana generation increased and up to 25% extra chance to dodge. It's cool. It's actually really cool because defensively, there's a chance to dodge. Offensively, it can speed up fast speed heroes to be very fast speed. It can speed up slow speed heroes to be average. As long as you keep that flight momentum going, it can definitely have a big impact on the battle. So I do like it. I like it a lot. I also like the passive. So each time the character casts their special skill, all cleansable status elements that affect attack, defense, and mana generation on all allies are transformed into matching undispellable buffs. So remember, like they're either going to have like a cleanse or a dispel of sorts, but it's not going to be a cleanse or dispel. It's going to be a transformation of those elements that affect either attack, defense, or mana generation. Not for all ailments, but any significant, I would say those are the more significant ones. You know, the damage over time is significant, but it's more of a like regular element that you need to cleanse away, and that's it. But the defense down and mana generation, they can really have a big impact on your battle over the course. So yeah, I do like that transformation of elements is all I'm trying to say. Weaker Mega Minions, so enemy Mega Minions do have negative 75% HP. That doesn't mean that they hit less hard. They are just 75% easier to kill. And that's about it. She is also a fighter, so that gives her the revive class. So again, going to help her on defense and regen. At the start of the battle, she regenerates 420 health over 6 turns. It's kind of nothing. I don't think that's going to save her from anything. She looks odd. I'm going to say, like, she looks like she's surfing through a barrel. It looks like, and she, I don't know, like she just looks a bit out of place in terms of the Magic Carpet family. But then saying that, I mean, yeah, this guy's like a bit ninja-ish. I think she's a bit ninja-ish as well. She's like completely out there. Lily, I do have her. I haven't leveled her yet. And then Zaza. I mean, Zaza looks good. She looks good. I don't know what he's doing, but it's like see, they're all a little bit comical. Even this dude who's like falling out of the sky. And she's just like dead serious. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the art anyway. I don't know about the special. Let's get into that now, though. So team power of 1646 means that she's right on line with where she needs to be in terms of the power creep at the moment. The Black Friday hero is 1647. And then Swift Maneuvers is going to be the special, running at very fast speed. She recovers 26% health for all allies, dispels 1 buff from all enemies. So that will start with the latest buff. And then all allies, except for the caster, get 34% chance to dodge special skills for 3 turns. And each dodge gives 27% attack stack of a maximum of 10. That's pretty cool. But why doesn't the caster get a chance to dodge? I don't get that, because it's kind of like a sludges effect where she gives the dance effect, but it's not because it's a dodge. Like surely she should get the chance to dodge as well. I don't feel like that would be too strong. But as it is, I do think she's an awesome healer. I think a very fast speed healer with a dispel is always going to be useful, regardless of what you need. Like, you take her out and you're going to be able to dispel and get a 26% heal at very fast speed within 2-tile matches. So that's awesome. But then giving the dodge not to everyone and having it at 34%, I mean, it's 1 out of every 3. So I guess it's cool. But then there's 4 chances for it to trigger. And it looks like each dodge, it says, gives 20% attack. So you could be ramping up your attack quite quickly with this hero. So I do think she's awesome as a very fast speed healer. I think that attack stack is very unique. I mean, like Daroga has kind of a similar thing, although hers has a lot of potential to trigger more often. It's obviously a pity that it does trigger when people are attacking you, but as a defensive healer, I think that's probably where she's going to shine. I think this is the kind of hero that may replace somebody like Dula Fuller if you don't have her. So maybe on the left flank of your team, she would be really good, just for the heal and dispel, really. And then also giving that extra chance to dodge, unless they have heroes that don't miss. But if they do miss, all you're going to be doing is increasing the enemy team's attack. So I think for defensive teams, she's going to be awesome. I also think that probably she will see a lot of use at the higher levels. So you know that the top alliances are going to want a very fast healer, and she's good at it. I'd say she's definitely up there with the best of them. So yeah, congrats if you do manage to grab her. She's not like one of these super OP shiny damage dealers that's just going to like blow your head off every time you open up the card. But like, she is good and she's going to be consistent. And I think for that, we'll definitely give her the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, congrats if you do pull her. Let's move over to the costume. In fact, just while he's featured, Sharif is absolute. Oh, he's just incredible. And loads of folks lost their minds trying to pick this guy up. So actually, he's really good. 400% to the target, 400 to 2 random enemies, fast speed, gives increased damage to the targets, and then gives them bleed damage. I mean, he's just like the complete antithesis of Amelia, but in the best possible way. So yeah, really, really great hero. ULIUS, I've never been a fan of him without the costume, and I'm assuming that it's probably going to be more of the same. So we'll just have a quick scan over what he gets. He gets the Magic Family bonus. So they get a bonus, which is a chance to cast a mana generation stack on a random ally. So that is good. Costume bonuses bring his stats up to 1645, which is right up in line with where he needs to be. The damage on special is not my favorite passive, especially for this guy. So when he casts his special, 60% chance to deal 150% damage to all enemies. And if it's fully charged, it's 100%. I mean, I'd rather have the other passive with the mana increase. When this caster, so this is the negative stack. So when they cast their special, all enemies get negative 7% mana generation stack. And if it's fully charged, the enemy gets 2 stacks. They can have up to 10 stacks. So they can get negative 140% mana generation, which sounds crazy. I don't even know how that works. How do you get less than 100%? But yeah, that's very, very strong, and it can build up and it can really ruin your day. So that, if anything, is probably going to be my recommendation for this guy as to where he's strongest is on a defensive team. When he gets that stack going, it's very difficult to play with on attack. And they also weaken the enemy mega minions by 75%. So that's good. Damage reduction on the Ether talent is much better than Fiend Resist, although saying that, obviously the veggies do have Fiend Resist. And he has got the charge mechanic on his special. So first charge, he summons an enchanted sigil minion for each ally with 16 HP and 25% attack inherited from the caster. And the enchanted sigil minion gives small amounts of mana for its owner as long as the owner has one and the effect can't be dispelled. Okay, so he's giving minions. They're giving a small amount of mana. I'd rather they were taking away a small amount of mana. I mean, if you flip that on its head, that would be the strongest freaking skill for this guy to go to. Because as it stands, it's exactly the same as his old skill. Although, yeah, well, I say exactly the same. It's a little bit different. So the old skill gave increased mana generation for the owner as long as they had the minions. So I would say it's better where it's giving a small amount of mana for its owner. because that means everybody with one of these minions is getting like 5% extra mana per turn, which actually is a lot better. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. At fast speed, being able to summon a minion for everyone that gives them 5% mana every turn is actually usable. I'm blown away that they've actually done something completely different with this guy, to be honest, because that is a far more usable special, like a million times better than the previous costume. And then second charge, Curse Sigil Fiend. The Fiend damages the target with 120% attack and absorbs healing after disappears after absorbing 70% of the max health. That's a lot of attack every turn, and that's a lot of health to get rid of. That's almost like a Mega Fiend. I would go out and say that's probably about the same as a lot of Mega Fiends that are out there. Then the caster steals 45% of generated mana from all enemies. So that's only going to the caster, but it's from all enemies. And the effect lasts as long as the Cursed Sigil Fiend is out. Whew. Okay, and it's on all enemies. So I'm actually liking this hero. What the heck did he do before? It must have been different. Okay. Cursed Sigil Fiend absorbs healing, disappeared after absorbing 60%, and gives negative 30%, 38% mana generation as long as that. I mean, that's a humongous difference right there. That is a huge freaking difference. So this stealing 45% of the generated mana from all enemies is crazy in comparison to giving the person who has the Fiend negative mana generation. He's already giving out negative mana generation as part of his passives, so he doesn't need it as part of the special skill as well. Man, you know what? This guy's actually come a long way. Like, he's kind of like the Quintus revival that we saw with Quintus when they released the Love Doctor costume. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say that this is the same for this guy. He's like a million billion times better than he was. So yeah, huge congrats if you do grab the costume for ULIUS. In fact, I kick myself for saying this, but I'd probably rather have him than her. That's insane. Okay, that's all I've got to say about these heroes. I'm just absolutely blown away by this guy. So please do let me know what you think about these brand new heroes in the comments. Do drop us a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss anything in the future. Share it with your mother, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.